Last week, you joined us as Brian finished up our solar build and lost the bet. This week, not only is Brian paying up on the bet, but we dip into our homemade booze
I'm gonna make some mead today.
for the first time. We share some DIY
That was my toe.
and have great news to share with you at the end of this video.
Come on, what you got?
So smash that like button and let's get this show rolling. Okay. What are you doing in the kitchen?
I am paying up on my bet that I lost.
Is this something you've cooked before?
I have for one person.
Really?
You.
Really? That's the only time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Only time I've ever made it.
I didn't know that.
I always wanted to make filet mignon, but I'm not necessarily a big meat eater. So that was when I proposed to you years ago that I just make you one out of the blue.
The whole fifth wheel's gonna smell like steak now for a couple days. Thank you very much for losing. Yeah, should we crack a window or a vent?
We've got a vent. Open that vent.
Let me just take down the fancy installation. Installation.
Insulation panel removed.
That was our first time opening our vent because it's been so cold lately. I mean, I like it super rare, so.
Welcome to our fine dining establishment.
Muchas gracious, you. Where am I side? All you ladies know when your man cooks, you don't get sides. Ooh.
Bet paid. In full.
What are you gonna feed me next time you lose?
Ice cream? So a couple weeks ago, right after Thanksgiving, I think, we are starting one of our experiments. I'm gonna make some mead today for the first time. Never done this before. Don't know if it'll turn out. But $6 for a gallon of booze? Why not?
What are you standing below? What are you standing below?
Oh, I needed to point out here real quick that Katie made a mistletoe. So we've been storing our mead underneath our sink in a dark place. And today we're gonna give it a sample. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't drop the meat.
Seal.
Are you ready?
We made two different types of mead. One is just straight up mead from 3 pounds of honey. The other is blackberry mead. I started them on December 2nd.
Wow.
Huh?
Shit, is that long ago?
Yeah. I think a spoon will work. We need a device.
We have measuring cups.
There we go. Oh, that smells boozy.
I see little bubbles happening.
I thought it would be clearer by now.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can see it's definitely clearing up in an area. All right.
The average temperature has also been a bit low. So that means the yeast will be taking longer to do its thing.
Yeah. It smells like wine right now.
Yeah, like a fruity.
Yeah.
I almost smell pineapple. You be the first.
Now, right here?
It's your monster Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's almost cider-ish with that sweet honey.
It's really freaking sweet.
Yeah.
That means it's still got some to go, because I saw some fart bubbles in there. Science.
By fart bubbles, she means yeast bubbles. Yeah. So why not try and make your own cheap booze while you're boondocking? Yeah, see, this one looks much clearer than it did originally.
We made a bog in a bottle.
It's got floaties. It's got non-floaties. Don't know if she likes that one.
It's good. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna be sweeter for some reason. It just has a tang, but it's not bad. It tastes like wine. It's like a honey berry wine. It's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I like that tang.
That one has a lot more time to go to catch up to that one.
Yeah, you think so?
I think this one is more boozy. So I think it was roughly 4 to 6 weeks that you were supposed to give them.
Okay. And it's been...
almost 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. These are just kits off of Amazon, which come with your jars and your, breathers, and you can order the yeast with them. And we bought 5 pounds of honey. We bought 2 of these, and there's 3 pounds in each one. So really, realistically, it's just the cost of the honey and the yeast. Excited about that one. She wants more. Today we're changing out the door lock to the RV lock with the key fob and buttons. So we have a little bit more security, a little bit more keyless solution. Everything I've read about it says it should be super easy to install, so we'll find out today. Let's get it going. That was my toe.
I was just about to say, oh cool, you're working, you're standing up, you're not gonna get hurt, you're not working in a weird spot. There you go, dropping shit on your feet.
Yeah. First we're going to disassemble the old lock. Never done this before, so 6 screws, and that was a piece of cake. If you ever wanted to know what was inside your door, it's just a layer of fiberglass, insulation, and fiberglass. Inside of our box. Oh, you're fine. Wonderful packaging. Don't mind the banana bread. Got our outside unit, our inside unit. Comparing these, inside unit is much bigger. The outside unit, much bigger. Shouldn't hopefully get in the way. I'm sure these guys have thought of everything because they're geniuses. And then you have all of your other components. The keys, you got your key fob, but you could set up 10 key fobs to one door, so in case you have friends. This might be where you need 3 hands. Ah, that's a tight fit. That's perfect.
Oh cool, so we don't need to cut anything?
No, you shouldn't have to.
Huh.
There should be no cutting involved.
You'll need to hold it while you...
Back with you, back, demon. Good. No, it's good. 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 Lock. Handle. Excellent. The gap. The deadbolt and the normal strike or normal latch are offset just a little bit by like a 1/16 of an inch. Yeah, it's just a little different. No big deal.
Okay.
All right, we are in the off position now.
What do you mean by off? Oh, I see it. Key fob. Learn.
Do you know how to code? We know. Oh, man, screwdriver.
Enter new code, then press lock. New code accepted.
Okay, awesome. That's programmed.
Should we test to make sure the lock happens with the
Yeah,
flashing?
give it the old test.
Your total time is 31 minutes and 12 seconds.
Hey, look at there. The only thing about this lock that I could say is a small negative is this handle to pull in doesn't have that same amount as your normal handle, which is up to my first knuckle.
Oh, you mean the depth?
Yeah, the depth of this handle isn't there.
That's not bad. You can just do the little hand.
Yeah.
Fine.
Goal achieved.
Yay! Why is there coffee in to-go cups?
It's time to go get a truck so we can leave this frigid, super cold place. Woke up this morning, it was 9 degrees.
What the?
Yeah. Felt like -4. Yeah, that's too cold, man. We gotta get out of here. Hopefully the truck comes through today, or hopefully we get a truck today. All right, are we ready?
Yeah. Luckily, it will be warmer where we're going.
Oh, yeah.
Going down in elevation, it should. Probably can't see too well, but there's some deer or elk. I'm not familiar which one. I'm not a mountain girl.
Come on, non-mountain girl.
But whatever critters they are beautiful. They got white butts. It's so cute. Oh, there it is. I know, it feels so wrong just to let it let it go down. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Why are we driving home in a PT Cruiser?
Well, their $61,000 truck turned into $70,000
Oh my god!
with after taxes, after registration. To meet us, they would have to reduce their price even more, and they didn't want to do that. To make a sale today, they have a product, so we'll just try and find a product that fits us.
I wasn't aware that it would go up that much just with all the fees and protection and this and that fee and this fee, and it's like another 10 grand.
Oh my god!
All of the stuff's pre-done to it, so it's not like you can say, I don't want that, I don't want that, I just want, because all we want, like I just told the salesman, who Jacob, super rad, nice guy, lots of fun.
Yeah.
I don't care what color it is, as long as it's not red, and if it's got a 5th wheel hitch, and it's a diesel. Only requirements. I just need a truck.
Yeah.
We're gonna go eat lunch.
To be continued. The quest goes on!
The quest goes on!
Is this it? Where are we at now?
We're at dealership number 2. Black, not our preferred color, but you know, we can. Trying to squeeze blood from a turnip, is that the saying?
But it's got the hookups.
Got all to do, Dad. 3:30.
I get to ring the gong.
What is it? Speak up.
I get to ring the gong.
Why is that? Why do you get to ring the gong?
It was my one condition.
For what?
We got a truck.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Listen, don't go two hands because you're not going to go through it. You don't want to beat that.
Is this a...
It's whatever you want it to be.
Come on. Come on.
Go. Come on.
Come on, what you got?
Girl. You dropped it. No, hold on. Dave, come on. Can we get it back? So listen. So next time, look. Don't do it. You're going to do a redo. Don't do this. Do this. But get it right in the middle. Right in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure she loves it.
Oh, she can't stand it. You know, her ears, she's got eardrums in there, everything. That was good. Congratulations, though. We appreciate it.
Buying a car. What an experience. After a full day filled with 180 miles of driving, we finally got our truck. Now it's time to load up the car we used to get down to Phoenix and make our way back to our fifth wheel, Naughty Nature.
So yesterday was a long day. We had to drive all the way down to the Phoenix area, and we weren't really sure if we were going to be walking away with a new car, or a new truck rather. We just didn't know, but it ended up happening.